Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting!
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Kristall, the relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy...
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but there's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues...
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents, but recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15%. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind...
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going... I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our...
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-projects. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Childe opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrator struck back with style and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support? The people have spoken! Childe received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrator.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank, so surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Kristall distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most but I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja, the most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give to make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've...
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly with the notorious Lelek still active to this day. Should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility. As for Lelek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to...
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against? Despite a handful of detractors among the audience, the people overwhelmingly support Lelek.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid—
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete—
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding—
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet Lolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local—
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to...
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement—
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vetcha in the company of a most
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those
Hey, check it out! What made him vote against? What?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Yes, go Lelek. Once Project Stuja is defeated, our unwavering support would bring out—
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect. We debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. The session is concluded.